Marianah Lourens met Kuns en Vermaak. Marianah Lourens with art and entertainment. And today, or this evening should I say, we are not in the green room, but we're here in the foyer at the little theatre. And there may be some sound effects, but please just ignore them because they're busy building sets and rehearsals are going to take in a few minutes. After we finish, you guys are going to rehearse. It is the cast of Boeing Boeing. That was a name I have not heard for some years. Boeing Boeing, because I don't know how old the production is, really. Do any of you know?
It goes back to 60s as far as I can remember.
60s, yes.
Somewhere around there. I mean,
that's a way back,
yeah,
isn't it?
very much so. I mean, there was actually a Hollywood movie that was done years back as well.
Well, you see, that would be the one that I would relate to.
Especially if Tony Curtis was actually in it.
Absolutely.
I'm sure that that's something that the ladies from back then would definitely have gone for.
And also, we didn't have TV, so we had to go and see movies in movie theatre.
By die fliek, ja.
Yeah. By die fliek. Ja, ons moes gaan fliek. And that was what we did. So that is my memory of Boeing Boeing. And of course, I can't remember everything that happens in it because it is a long, long time ago. It's 50 plus years ago. Because in the 60s, I got married and had my kids in the 60s. And they're now in their 50s. So let's not go there.
You never say.
You have gathered by now, I have the cast of Boeing Boeing, or some of the cast here, and I'm going to start on my left, just because it's easier. It's Laura Fullbrook. And now Laura and I have been in a show together just recently.
Quite recently, we're in Matilda, and we had a lot of fun. Gemma was with us, and so was Baine.
That's right. And it was heavy and hectic and
was
hard
full
work,
on.
but it was a lot of fun.
But very good preparation for this show. They're working us very hard in this one too.
Indeed. You know what? I said to the young people that if you can get through Matilda,
yes,
you can do any show.
Quite right.
So, your role in Boeing Boeing is now a little bit different from what you did in Matilda.
Totally different.
We swapped a few roles and you
did.
were a few things.
We were partners in crime.
But yes, you are the housekeeper.
I am. I'm the French housekeeper, and Monsieur Barnard is my master.
Okay.
And I have to help him keep all his secrets.
Okay.
Because he's a very naughty boy.
Oh.
He is one of a kind.
Guilty as charged.
Oh, and your name is Bertha.
Bertha.
And she has to keep all your secrets.
That she does.
That is Gareth Baine, and his name is Barnard.
Bernard. Englishman, yes.
Englishman. He's Bernard the Englishman.
That's
But
correct.
he's got the French housekeeper. Okay.
Well, he lives in Paris, that's why.
But he's English.
Well, he's British, yes.
And where do you fit in?
Well, it's Bernard's apartment, and Bernard is the one who has 3 fiancées who are all air hostesses. So he keeps them, shall we say, revolving.
So you're a player.
As he so succinctly puts it, he enjoys his harem in the middle of Paris.
But a harem, usually all the ladies know each other.
Yeah, it's not
In a
quite
harem.
a traditional harem. More of a, shall we say, a more modern European version thereof.
Because if you say harem, it conjures up a different image.
It really is how he refers to it himself.
I think because do they ever get together?
Who exactly?
The 3.
You'll have to watch and find out.
Well, I mean, considering that is where the comedy actually comes from, because you consider the brief synopsis of the show is that you have Bernard, this Lothario.
Obviously,
as
he
you refer to.
starts with one of them. So which one?
Well, it's more a case of they're there one at a time.
Which one appears first?
That would be my American, Gloria.
And that is Jade.
Yes, it's been such a joy to play her and just see the chaos unfold, and it's been good. My character is quite high maintenance, and she really does fancy Bernard, but she loves herself a little bit more. So she's got a few tricks and a few secrets up her sleeve, and she's quite a clever character, and she's got something going on, you know?
Mm-hmm. And this is Jade Raepsaet?
Raepsaet. So just take out the E's. Yes.
It's so confusing, I think, for South Africans to figure out how to pronounce your name.
Yes, I always just say take out the E's and then
pretend the only A's.
Yes.
And you Gloria.
Yes.
And you are high maintenance, so I can just imagine. So you come on the scene first and the audience kind of get to know you a little bit.
Yeah, which is nice because they have sort of a little preview of what unfolds later in the show with just how she is and her personality. So it leaves the audience wanting more for sure.
Okay, and now who's the second one?
This is me.
Okay, so the second one is Gabriella.
Yes.
And that is Emily Strydom. And of course, Emily also, and I also go way back. We've been in shows together and have had a lot of fun on different platforms and arenas, in different theatres actually. And Emily, so you Gabriella.
Yes, I'm the sentimental, lusty, busty Italian who is very much in love with her fiance. Yes, loud, full. She's a whirlwind. The way I've described her to some of my friends, telling them to come watch the show, I sometimes feel if she was slightly different, there wouldn't be so much drama. She seems to be a lot of the reason why things aren't going smoothly, because she's very headstrong. She won't be told what to do. But on the other hand, she wears her heart on her sleeve, and it doesn't take much for Bernard to twist her arm or zhuzh her up a little bit, get her out the house with a kiss or a twirl or...
Easily influenced.
Yes. Yeah, easily just love struck.
Yeah, you just are so easily deceived, probably. But Italian people are loud. I know.
So I'm loving it.
Yes. And then, of course, there is Gretchen left. And that can only be Gemma.
Yes, yeah.
Gemma Barnard.
Yes.
So, and you're German.
Yes, yeah. So out of the three, we've got American and Italian and then German. So it's really a hodgepodge of everything.
International horror.
It's international horror, indeed. Yes. Yeah. So I played Gretchen. She's a lot of fun. Like Emily's saying, I've sort of described her as very. Anyone that asks us, she's a feisty German. When marketing the show and saying anything to anyone, I'm like, just come watch me play a feisty German. It's very different from what I've done previously, and very different from my last show that I did. Well, we did Matilda together, the three of us, and obviously Benny Faber, who's also in the show. He's with us, and we all did Matilda together. Very different from sort of Miss Honey.
Absolutely.
And that sort of
yes.
genre and character itself. But I had a little break in the middle. You were with us, we went to VP and directed VP, so at least I had a little break to sort of breathe off one and go into the next, you know. But yeah, it's a lot of fun, and she's great fun. It's almost take it seriously without taking it seriously.
Yes.
You know, we've got a job to do, but I think we're having fun at the same time, which is what it should be about, you know.
Germans are very, very self-sufficient and totally the opposite of your Miss Honey, as you say.
Very, very different.
And some other characters that you've played were always soft and kind. And now you this
I think once
German.
Before I've sort of played a while ago when I was in
Fräulein.
grade 11 for Robin.
German Fräulein.
Yeah, it was the only other time that I've played something that wasn't like this. You know, previously Gareth and myself and Benny, we did Little Voice. It was also quite a soft-spoken character.
Yes,
like
very.
5-6 years ago now?
Nearly 5 years ago. And that was the last time I was actually on stage as well. So.
It's very different from what I've done before. It's a lot of fun. I'm loving it. It's a good time.
And of course, Benny. Who's Benny in the show? He's got now.
Benny is
with us.
Yeah, he is playing the role of Robert. He is Bernard's best friend, who Bernard hasn't seen in about 11 years or so. And he just arrives one day out of the blue, and Bernard is thrilled to see him because he hasn't seen his friend in such a long time. And Robert ends up getting completely swept up in this whole scenario as well on his side. And he's actually quite invaluable to Bernard in trying to keep everything together.
And Bertha's quite happy about having someone else on her team to try and keep the secret, because usually it's Bertha has to do all the work around here.
And
whereas now she's got Robert, who is also assisting in sorting out chaos.
And you've got to cover all the bases.
All the bases.
So it's actually going to be quite an energetic show.
Very. It's very physical.
Yeah. And of course, Gemma's mom, Leslie Barnard, is directing. And it's going to be on the 23rd of May, we're opening. So that's 7 days' time from now. So it's very short. So if you haven't bought your ticket yet, buy it, because if you snooze, you lose. This is going to be a very, very full, popular show. People like me, the oldies, they're all going to remember it. And they're all going to say, wow, Boeing, yes, we must go and see it. And then, of course, the younger ones who've heard about it and so on.
I think it's going to bring them in.
Bring the grannies. The grannies are going to bring the kids and so on and so on.
We must just say that it's not suitable for age under 13.
Yes, I believe so.
Yes, we're making it PG-13.
There's nothing ugly. There's no, there's no smell.
No,
language.
definitely not.
There's no,
it's just maybe suggestion.
Yes, I think the content itself is for a slightly older,
mature.
Yes, high school and up.
Yeah,
So the high school kids will enjoy it. They'll get a laugh, and I think the older, well, like you said, they'll remember it and they'll click onto what's happening there as well.
Yeah,
really is a lot of fun. Lots of
I
laughs.
absolutely can't wait. And then now I'm going to go, as I say, it's the 23rd of May. It's until the 3rd of June. It's here in the little theatre, and of course it's in Central. It's the end of Bird Street. Get into Central, you can find Bird Street easily, and it's just at the end of Bird Street. If you keep going, you won't bump into a wall or fall into the sea. if you get some levity. It's very easy to find. It's in the Athenaeum, and people like to say that also differently.
The Athenaeum.
Athenaeum and the Athenaeum. I heard that the Greek people said it was Athenaeum. So anyway, I used to say Athenaeum. Anyway, I think I'm going to start with Jade. And I'm going to ask you, Jade, how did you get into this acting thing to now be here as Gloria? And
This actually, it kind of almost feels like fate a little bit, and just being in the right place at the right time. But I started acting lessons for the first time in my life in January of this year with Robin Williams. Who's just so wonderful. So I had spoken to her about potentially, wanting to audition for, any productions that were maybe being put on in Port Elizabeth. And she said, oh, well, I know this awesome lady, Leslie Barnard. She's a friend of mine and she's directing an upcoming play. And Robin had actually videoed me doing a practice monologue in one of my lessons, and she sent it to Leslie and said, well, I might have a part for her, let her come and read. And then I got together with all of my other castmates and we did like a table read basically, and then I got a call from Leslie after that. So it just happened so quickly, and I didn't expect that I'd be here right now, and it's just been great. It's really been awesome. Awesome.
Yeah. So the rest is history.
Yeah.
Of course, Gemma, you've been in many shows. I think you're the one I've been in the most shows.
Possibly, yeah.
You were still in school.
Between myself or Emily, one of the two.
I think because you were still very small.
Yes. Well, as Gareth likes to say, I'm still small.
Yeah, no, but what I mean is...
One day when she's big.
One day when I'm big.
I think you was in...
Junior school.
Yeah, junior school. When we were already in pantomimes together.
Oh, yes, Annie and all those ones.
Annie and...
Yes, yeah.
Well, geez, the first time I was on stage with you, you were 6 years old.
I was 6. Yeah,
you see,
we did Aladdin here in PEMADS. We did Aladdin. That was my first show ever.
You know that with a mom like yours,
yes.
Gemma couldn't escape.
No.
Because her mom's an actress and her mom's
I'm happy I didn't.
a director. Yes. So, and as she said, we were all together in Matilda, and it was a blast. She was Miss Honey and she was amazing. It's not an easy part.
No, I think
it's taxing. It may look easy from when you're looking in the audience, but it's not easy. So you started in junior school.
Yes, yeah. Grade 1. I did my first show grade 1, and from there, show after show after show, I then became a student of Robin's as well in my high school career, and from there it was also, show after show, 4 or 5 shows a year. Like Emily, I've also done Trinity exams, things like that. From there, went into study at AFTA, studied my 3 years undergrad, did my honours year, branching into film directing. I've had an amazing opportunity the last year and a bit to direct. We did Taming of the Shrew last year. I just did VP show, like I said. And then, after this one, it's straight into the next one. I'm directing another show straight after this one.
There you go.
So it doesn't end,
So she's following in mom's footsteps.
Yes, definitely.
And Emily, look, when I got to know you, I think you were also still in school, and you have since become a mama, and she's so cute.
Yes.
Little one.
I think my first show was 2009. It was a musical. We did Oklahoma. And since then, also, when you said the 4 or 5 shows a year.
Did it bring back memories as well? Yeah.
And how?
Yeah.
I actually think back, our poor parents. who drove us to the rehearsals,
Every
waited
rehearsal,
for us.
audition, dance, rehearsal, singing. Because they're all separate when you do musicals. There's dancing and then there's singing.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I was very heavily more in musical theatre. Then I studied with Marlene at Stage World, that is still going. She's still my mentor.
Amazing. Like Robin, Marlene, I mean, they are
amazing women.
two doyens and our divas, our veterans.
Veterans, absolutely.
Yeah.
Did my LTCL in both musical theatre and then teaching. I taught for a little bit at Summerwood. And then, yes, I did take a bit of a break to become a mommy to a little girl, Laura. And I hope she hasn't shown many signs of wanting to be like mom on the stage. She's very much dad's child, but shy, but I think if she gets there, I think she'll...
Listen, ask Laura. Laura's going to tell us just now about something that may relate to with your little one.
Yes.
But Gareth, let's not neglect you. Gareth, now, where did it begin for you? You've been around the block a few times.
Yeah, I've been doing the stuff here in PE for about 20 years right now on the stages. Yeah. Before that, the only stuff I already did was at school. It's actually strange that Emily mentioning Marlene, because the first show I actually did after my school days was with Marlene. We did Othello at what was still UPE back in those days. I played the role of Rodrigo. Yeah, from there it was just a case of as shows came up, audition. Although, to be honest, I hardly ever really auditioned for shows. I generally get phone calls asking me, don't you want to come do a show? And, I rock up and goes from there.
And family?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, well, that's actually one of the main reasons why I haven't really been on stage in the past 4 or 5 years. And I've got 2 beautiful boys. My youngest is now 2.5. Well, actually turning 3 pretty soon, actually. Next month in June, he'll be 3 years old.
Keeps you busy?
Very much so. So because of that, it's not really much free time to really indulge in the stage passions, shall we say. At the moment, my wife is actually taking the brunt of the boys right now at home. But it's good to be on stage again. It's something I've missed.
Laura, before our time runs out, quickly tell Emily about you and your James.
Yes, indeed. My young James. Very proud mama. James, up until about 6 months ago,
Matilda.
pretty much I had to talk him into going to the info session for Matilda because he loved the book and he loved the movie. And I said, come on, it'll be fun. You'll make friends. You'll do this. I don't think it's my thing, Mom.
He plays rugby.
So I said, okay, cricket, hockey, anything with the ball. And again, like you said, Emily, very much daddy's child at that point. And he absolutely loved being Matilda. He played the understudy for the Bruce character, which he totally loved.
He was
Although
so
it was
good.
not under the greatest circumstances. The original Bruce was not very well, but fortunately, you know how the kids...
Did he get to perform?
Yeah. You know how the kids just pick up the lines like little sponges? Fortunately, he knew it and he did it and he had an absolute ball. And then he's since been in the MMM show, Movie Music Magic for the Savoy, and he's now was just been in the Priory production of Beauty and the Beast. So
busy now.
Be patient, Mummy Emily.
Yes, so there you go. Your child can still do sport and can be.
And I wouldn't put it past
I'm
Gareth.
just thinking of the quick Gareth
last words quickly. Yes. Now we have to wind up.
Okay.
How did Laura get there? Quickly.
Oh, Laura was also one of Robin's pupils, also started in grade 1. I was in quite a few of her productions. Peter Pan, Tom Sawyer, which was great, Alice in Wonderland. 7 Brides I did at school when I was about 16, and then I was also in Carousel just before that. And then loads of showtimes. I love to sing, so this is my first real stage play. And also the first time I'm playing, I'm normally also a bit like Gemma, when I play normally very sweet, very nice characters. And this is the first time I really get to mix it up with Bertha, who is very moody and probably a bit unhinged. So I'm having a lot of fun.
Energetic role. Yeah. Oh, well, I just wish you all the best. We quickly just tell them, get your tickets at Web Tickets or at Pick and Pay. Am I right?
Yes.
And there'll be car guards on duty, cash bar and coffee shop available. It's in Central, as I said, at the end of Bird Street. So if you snooze, you lose. Book your tickets. It opens in 7 days' time. So don't snooze. Now we must say goodbye. So thank you so much, all of you.
Sorry, very quickly before we do say goodbye, you're talking about where to buy tickets. You can also go, if you're looking for the link to web ticket to take you there instantly, you can go onto the PEMADS page on Facebook or Instagram as well. I think it's PEMADS.
Yes, PEMADS.
You
So
can
just
find it
go
there.
PEMADS. Also, you can just put in Boeing,
Yes,
and it will even
yes,
come up
yeah.
because it's current. Just go online. You clever people are always online, know exactly what to do it, but it is a PEMADS production, so you'll find it there. Break the legs. Thank you very much, Jade. Thanks, Gemma. Thanks, Emmy. Thank you, Gareth. And thank you, Laura. Time for me, Marianah Lourens, to say goodbye with art and entertainment. Ja, Marianah Lourens en Kuns en Vermaak wat nou groet met Arrivari.